Properties of Exponents, Theorem 6.4 and a corollary 6.141. So let's take a look at this. Now we know that this guy is, we have 3 copies of whatever we have here. So we have 3 copies of whatever. But inside we have 8m, 8n, and 8m, right? So now what? How many copies of what do we have? We have 3 copies of 8 and 3 copies of m. So this is the answer. How about this guy? You know, it looks complicated and looks hard, but not too much, because just take a deep breath and so we have 3 copies of whatever inside. So let's forget about the inside now, right? So we have 3 copies. And each parentheses, we have these guys. 5d over 7ef, 5d over 7ef, right? So now, one by one, check how many copies of what we have. So upstairs, we have 1, 2, 3 copies of 5, 1, 2, 3 copies of D, and then 3 copies of 7, 3 copies of E, and 3 copies of F's. See? It's not that hard. How about this one? So we have 6 copies of these guys. So we have 3a squared over 4b squared c fifths, right? 3a squared over 4b squared c to the fifths, and so on and so forth, right? So now let's think about it. Imagine you have everything, or you can use this one thing 6 times. So how many 3 we're going to have? We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many a squared we have? We're going to have 6 copies of a squared. So what does it mean by 6 copies of a squared? So how many copies a is that, right? So 6 copies of a squared, that means 12, right? We learned that from the previous video. So we should have a to the 12th. Or you can just count, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, right? And then you have 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 downstairs. Oops. Be careful, right? And then you have 2 copies of B. So you're just going to skip count, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So you're going to have 12 copies of B. And then we're going to skip count by 5 for C. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There you go. It's not that hard.